I'm just going to write on this sheet the date, and that we're talking about your Schitt's Creek Elementary essay, and we're looking specifically at your introduction. Okay, so go ahead and read your introduction to me.
If you could design the perfect school, what rules would it have? And what would you learn? Schitt's Creek does things that will persuade you to do things like the Read a 1,000 Words Challenge. Schitt's Creek has carnivals. Schitt's Creek does themes every year, so every year the school will be covered in the theme. Schitt's Creek Elementary is not like any other.
Okay, all right, so I'm seeing that you worked to try to hook the reader by asking them questions, rhetorical questions, and you were good and you didn't answer those questions, okay? And then you have some main idea sentences. We'll talk about those in a minute, and then you ended with your thesis statement. So some things that I could say that were really positive about your work. The first thing I would say is that you tried to engage the reader, and you ended with your thesis. Okay. A couple of things. When you're engaging the reader with a rhetorical question, you want to make sure that those rhetorical questions are somehow connected to what you're going to talk about. So if you say, if you could design the perfect school, what rules would it have? I would expect as a reader that one of your body paragraphs is going to be about the rules. Okay, and then, and what would you learn? I would expect that one of your body paragraphs might be talking about the learning that happens. Okay, can you see how somehow that engage has to be sort of connected to what you're going to talk about? Okay, so you might want to revise that. You might want to rethink that. And I'll put down on here that you are going to work on revise the hook, okay? The other thing I noticed is that when you say Schitt's Creek does things that will persuade you to do things like Read a 1,000 Words Challenge, that seems more like a
Example?
yeah. It sounds like what you're trying to talk about is that Schitt's Creek can motivate you to do things. Okay, and so then if you changed it that way and modified that, at Schitt's Creek, they motivate you to do things, okay, to achieve. They motivate you to achieve, and when you achieve, you get rewarded, right? So you might, that would be a better main idea sentence, is that at Schitt's Creek, they motivate you to achieve. And then you'd have lots of things that you could write about as your details, including the 1,000-word challenge. It's actually a 1,000,000-word challenge, but you could also talk about meeting reading goals every 9 weeks and having a reward, okay? Schitt's Creek has carnivals. We actually really only have one carnival, but we have lots of events throughout the year, okay? So you could talk about Fall Carnival, which is what you're referring to here. Then we also have Arts Extravaganza. You could say something like, Schitt's Creek has
amazing
events or activities, whatever you want. And then inside that paragraph, you could talk about the carnival. And you could talk about Arts Extravaganza. Okay? Does that help a little bit? Okay, so, and then Schitt's Creek Elementary has a new theme every year. When you go on and you talk about the school being covered in the theme, that's sort of starting already to give you details. And you really don't want to, you want to save that to your body paragraph. Okay?
So I'm giving too much light, and so I'm starting to go
Too
into
specific, right? You're getting, so what you're going to do when you go back to your seat, you're going to revise your hook so that it's somehow connected to what you're talking about, okay? And you're also going to revise your main idea sentences so they're more general and not so detailed, okay? Does that help? All right. So go ahead, and how was your conclusion? Was your conclusion done?
Almost. I have like a few sentences about like 1 or 2.
Okay. All right. So when you finish your conclusion, you know what you're going to do with your introduction. Okay? And you're going to keep that and put that in your
write my introduction.
And you can find where it is in your notebook and you can write it. Okay? All right. Thank you.